Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Brendan and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, it is great to have you, and today I'm going to be giving my 2020 Ethereum price prediction. Now, if you guys haven't seen Ethereum lately, it has been on an absolute tear, not only for this entire year, but especially in this last week. Since it bounced off of this 200 EMA, it's already up over $100, and this is something that we need to talk about because I think we have potential to a whole lot higher than this. So if that sounds interesting, make sure you guys stick around for the entire duration of the video, as there will be important information discussed the entire way through. But that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into this guy. Now, it's no secret, I have been very bullish on Ethereum and really all of cryptocurrency for some time now, and as the results have been paying off and the patience has been paying off, Ethereum had a beautiful dip over here. Now, it topped out at around $450, which is one of the last areas we took a look at it, but as it retraced down over here, we could see that there was this falling parallel channel and what most people saw as a bullish consolidation period. And with this happening, Ethereum had this beautiful bounce, much like Bitcoin, off of this 200 EMA. And if we zoom out and look at this on a 1-day or maybe even a 3-day chart, we can see that this is previous resistance now turned into support. And with us bouncing off of this area and even arguably the 50 EMA on this 1-day chart over here, Ethereum is up over $100 already. Now, if we want to take a look at resistance, I've said this before and I'll say this again, I don't see Ethereum having a real significant resistance level. Obviously, hold on, let me say this first. Obviously, we're going to have resistance at around $500. It's a psychological resistance level because it's halfway to 1,000. But on top of that, I don't see any reason why Ethereum can't get to $600 or even $700 before it starts seeing some actual heavy resistance. And in this case, I think we could actually see Ethereum start moving back towards closer towards the $1,000 area. Now, that's going to sound a little bit obscure and ridiculous, and I understand that, but just stay with me for a second, and I'm going to do my best to explain why. So if what we have over here is actually a previous support line, now that's going to be turned into resistance. Now, this was the spot for a couple of the bottoms of Ethereum. In fact, we see this over here, not once, not twice, but actually 3 times until we broke down this, retested this area, and then fell down to the downside. So with this actually being a pretty solidified resistance line, obviously we haven't touched this in some time, but if we want to go back up and test this as really one of the last trend lines that we have on Ethereum, this is going to put us right around this 850, maybe even a little bit higher than that, really depending on how long it takes us. Now, this could take place all the way to the end of this year, probably even moving us into the into the beginning of 2021. So really anywhere kind of over in here towards November, December is going to be my price or my target range to get to that area. But it could take us even longer than that. It could take us even faster than that. At the rate we're moving right now, I mean, who knows? Because anything is possible. And it's not something that we haven't tested already because we have jumped around this area in the past. So with Ethereum working the way that it's doing right now, I certainly wouldn't say that it's out of the picture. Of course, over here we saw this beautiful dip buy opportunity on Ethereum, the RSI resetting back on this daily chart back into a very, very neutral territory, which is something that we can see before bouncing and now reaching back up into that overbought territory. And I think one of the best things that I have seen from this is actually looking at this from a 4-hour perspective, making sure that Ethereum doesn't have a lower swing high on this RSI, because what that would mean is that the bears are actually getting stronger while the bulls are getting weaker. That would show that there are lower levels of bullish momentum upon a swing high, but that's not what we're seeing. In fact, we're seeing the opposite of us breaking the previous swing high, and we're actually pushing up over that. The previous one being around 79, and us currently at about 84. So with Ethereum, again, bouncing off of this oversold territory, right on the line, very respectfully, might I add, it was just a beautiful scenario. Now, with Ethereum clearly, continuing this uptrend that it's been in, really since, if we want to go all the way back over here, all the way since March of 2020, which is where most cryptocurrencies have bottomed out. We can see that Ethereum bottomed from around $90 to $100, and we're currently up to pushing towards that $500 area very, very soon here. And I believe that we've already kind of gotten close to tapping it, and we are seeing a little bit of resistance. But I think if Ethereum is going to pull back anywhere right here, the most probable area that it would pull back to is going to be, again, the previous high. This is going to be something that we see so often, to where we go on a rip, we come back to the previous high, test it as support, and then we continue to the upside. It's a very reoccurring theme and trend that happens in cryptocurrency, and I think that if we're going to do that right now, we could see a retrace all the way back down to like probably somewhere like 450 to 430. Anywhere really in this range is going to be kind of this golden pocket of where I think where I think Ethereum can bottom out. You'll also have the 50 EMA catching back up to here, so you're going to have double support on Ethereum. And I think that that is going to be the immediate support area for Ethereum. Now, resistance is obviously going to be $500, $600, and $700. Now, I want to talk about these areas a little bit more specifically because 500, clearly we do have a little bit of resistance over in here that we're trying to break. At around $600, we are going to have the next form of, I would say, substantial resistance. A lot of this you can see on a 4 hour, but it's not too big on a daily chart. And if we zoom out and we want to look at this, I think we can see that a whole lot more clearly. Yes, we have $500, then we have $600 being the area of this previous death cross and the area of this previous golden cross. And then if we want to get all the way back up in here where we're targeting ourselves at around this mid area of $800, 850, 840, even 830, you're going to have this previous swing high on Ethereum, which is going to be the next real area that I think Ethereum is going to have to conquer, besides psychological resistance levels. But with the rate, again, that this is moving right now, the way that this is bouncing, the amount of buying pressure that is in here, I've been bullish on this for a very long time, and I've said this very clearly, that the trend is your friend, and until I get a substantial reason to believe otherwise. Now, we looked at it. We actually took a look at Bitcoin saying, okay, this could be bearish, but so long as we hold this area, and of course we held that area, and the same thing for Ethereum. Yes, we did look a little bit bearish, but so long as we hold the previous high, which is exactly what we did, this thing is still bullish. So for the time being, I don't see any real reason to be extremely bearish on this guy. Even if it decides to retrace, the trend is still my friend. Instead of trying to short the bull market, this is, I think one of the biggest things that people get confused about is that instead of people don't know where to buy the dip and where to sell the rip. And again, nothing I say is legal, financial, or tax advice in any way, but, my method for this is in a bull market and in an uptrend, I'm buying the dip. And in a downtrend or in a bear market, that's when I sell the rip. And people hear that saying and they get it confused of when to use which one. But personally, that's what I found to be most effective, and what I personally believe is why the terms were created, is that they were created for their each and own respective market. And one term was not really used to be used in the opposite market, because it doesn't really make any sense, right? But that's enough of my rant right now. We are seeing some great levels of volume here on Ethereum. The chart is looking amazing and healthy, and very, very respectable and textbook. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure to drop that like button, and I want to see your guys' comments in the comment section below. Where do you guys think Ethereum can bottom out here? I want to know personally. I think that we could be heading up above this $500 area soon, very, very soon. So I'm very eager for it. And if you guys really did enjoy the video, hit that subscribe button and maybe share this with a friend. But once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.